of shown the different kind of lights we have in the arsenal as far as what we can use during a show. And now we kind of go to how we're going to build the scenes and control these lights. We use a program called Luminaire that's really nice because it runs through the iPad. The iPad connects to the wireless controller that connects to all the lights individually. And you can make every light do something the same, or some lights do things different, and it's the possibilities are really endless. So when I'm building a scene, I've got different kinds. For instance, I've named this particular scene here from a song. I can go into each part of it. For instance, this is the drum LED. So if you see here, when I move the dimmer up, the brightness on the two par lights that are facing the drums goes up and down. I can also change the color. This is green, back to yellow, all sorts of different things. And as I was saying before, this is every color under the sun that these can lights, the par lights can produce. So it's really kind of limitless. This particular song, I've kind of gone with a theme of an orange, green, yellow type of a mixture together. You can blend a lot of different colors, but I try to always keep them in the same palette to kind of make sure that everything gels. I wouldn't throw like a blue into this, or too much of like a purple or something, because it just wouldn't look right. But anyway, I can go through here then and actually see what each of the lights are doing. So we have our center and back LEDs, those are up on the stands. We have the lights that are shining on the guitar, changing that, as well as then we have our sweep position, so we call that the center sweep. So I can move that, or I can even set it into motion with a movement macro, so it moves that way, and you can set what angle it moves at, the speed it moves at, what colored lights are on, etc. Also going to the left and the right sweep, those are white right now, but we can control the angles. So if you've got a performer that really doesn't want it right in their face, then you aim it up a little bit. Or if they don't mind, or they're standing further back, you can adjust that angle too. But you can very easily build these based on what venue you're in and what the performers prefer. And then once again, going over to the Intimidator IRCs, the one on each side. Right now they're just set still, and I can actually go in here and say, okay, I'm going to give it a continuous pan rate, and now they're spinning on axis, like I mentioned before. But for this particular scene, I actually had them not moving. So when I adjust that back down, they're going to go back to the position I started with, and that's just adjusted by the head positioning as well as the panning of the entire unit itself. And then the other things we can do too from here, I can control how much haze is in the room, as well as the geysers again too. So if I want to hit a geyser, I can actually do it right from here. So if that becomes a scene, and I did mention too, and I wasn't able to show it before, just using these geysers for some uplighting too, you get a lot of cool effect out of them. Or if you want the flame type effect or whatever, you can, you get that more of this orange color, and you hit it with the fog, and it actually does look like a flame coming up. So that's kind of the different things you can do with this. But so the fun part is when you actually get to build the song. So when I build a song, what I do is start from the beginning and create scene by scene to follow along with the song. So typically when we begin a song, the stage is going to be white like it would be now. There would be an intro. They can fade in, fade out like that one just did. Sometimes the songs have several intros. This song itself, which is Long Way to the Top by AC/DC, actually has 25 scenes built into it. So this one I would say is probably about your average. Shorter songs could be 10 scenes, all the way you could do as many as you want. It's kind of based on the venue and what the band wants, and what you're trying to accomplish with the lights as well. So there's a whole lot of different ways to do it. But if you play this song with just part of it here, you would get something, here's where you'd be for your intro. Next instrument comes in, add a little bit more effect. the whole band comes in, I'd really like to light it up, and going into a scene like that. And what you've noticed now is the crowd is not only hearing the transitions in the song, but they've got a visual cue as well, which I think is really important. And so for instance, this will go on here, and then when the lyrics come in, that's where I would jump into the next scene. Now we're focusing more on the singer than we are on lights shining out onto us, etc. And that's kind of basically how you build an entire song, and you can see it here after this segment. We've actually have this song filmed from a live concert on New Year's Eve by Volt. So that was our lighting segment. Thank you.